Hi everybody, I'm Mrs. Helmer. I wanted to introduce myself. I am the new high school counselor here at Norfolk. And today I just wanted to go over a few things that you can expect to see when you come in for the 2020-2021 school year. There definitely are some differences from last year, and I've created a PowerPoint to go over just to highlight some of the biggest changes that you can anticipate. So I'm going to share my screen. And I'm just going to pull up the PowerPoint and we'll get started. So obviously I want to welcome everybody back, all of our flyers this year. We are so excited here at Norwood to have you back for the 2020-2021 school year. It's been a long 6 months without our students, and we are so eager to see all of you again. We've missed the liveliness in the halls, hearing your laughter, seeing your faces, and watching you learn and grow. We've been working hard to make sure that you have the best experience that you can this year, while also maintaining the health and safety standards required to keep all of our students and faculty as safe as possible. This year will look different, and the next few slides will outline some of the biggest changes you can expect to see when you return to school. But please know that we are all in this together, and we're flyers, so we know that together we're gonna rise. Meeting the New York State and Department of Health guidelines. Desks are arranged to meet 6-foot social distancing standards. Mask wearing is mandatory at all times. I am currently alone in my office, and I wanted to give everybody the opportunity to see me without a mask, but they are going to be required at all times. I have mine right here, and we want to make sure that we're wearing them correctly, covering the nose completely, the mouth, okay? Not down here, not down here. They need to be worn correctly, okay? And masks are mandatory, like I said, at all times, aside from brief breaks and meal times. There will be daily health screenings that you will complete, and we are encouraging enhanced personal hygiene practices, hand washing regularly. We also have sanitizer set up all throughout the school in all of the classrooms and the hallways, and we encourage students to use the hand sanitizer regularly. Grades 7 through 12 students who are not selecting fully remote were divided into 2 groups, Group A and Group B, and they will operate on a hybrid schedule. This reduces in-person class sizes, improves limited bus capacities, and I want to make it clear that all students are attending classes daily. Group A will attend in person Monday and Tuesday and will be remote Wednesday and Friday. And Group B will attend in person Thursday and Friday and be remote Monday through Wednesday. Please refer to the next few slides for examples of what socially distanced classrooms will look like. This is one of the middle school classrooms. This is one of our science classrooms, and I just wanted to show you guys this picture, especially because it has Mrs. Dodd's cart in it, and that is one thing that will be unique this year. Some of our students are going to stay in classrooms most of the day, and the teachers will have carts, and the teachers will be moving around, and this will reduce the traffic in the hallway. This is one of our high school English classrooms. And then this is a look at what the guidance office looks like right now. You can see there's a barrier in front of Mrs. Trimboli's desk, and all the students are going to have to stay behind the barrier when they come into the office and speak with her. And then of course there's Purell right there. So last year we experienced what can be referred to as crisis response in education. Our goals were to maintain communication with our students, ensure retention of material taught before the shutdown, and slowly introduce new concepts. This year, we'll be entering into what will be known as virtual learning. This is entirely different from last year. I want you to refer to the infographic to the side to get a better understanding of the differences between last year's crisis response and this year's virtual learning. I'm just going to give you guys a few moments to look at that, and then I'll move on to the next slide. Okay. So the biggest differences between last year and this year, attendance will be taken daily, both in person and virtually. This means that your student will be required to sign into class daily and on time. Think of your virtual class sessions as if you are attending in person. You would never walk into class after the bell without a valid reason. Please do not show up late for virtual class. You will be graded on a numerical scale this year, not a pass-fail system. New material will be taught per New York State standards. You will have regular assessments throughout the school year. There will be homework with due dates and new lessons taught daily. And if you do not attend a virtual class, it's the equivalent of not attending class on campus, and action will be taken accordingly. So it's just really important that our students understand this is not an at your leisure experience. You are required to sign in for classes, get homework done by assigned due dates, and be present at those Zoom sessions. Expectations for virtual students. You are expected to dress appropriately, okay? It's important to remember that your classmates and your teachers can see you, so you're expected to wear clothing that would be appropriate for you to wear as if you were on campus. Your video needs to be turned on whenever possible. We understand that glitches happen with technology, but you will not be considered present if your video is not turned on. Make sure that your mic is muted when you are not participating in group discussions. Use the chat function on Zoom judiciously. This means make sure that you're contributing content appropriate to the lesson and not using the chat function to distract your peers. Keep your distractions to a minimum. It is obvious when a student is distracted by a cell phone, a television, or something else in their surroundings. Please be respectful and stay focused on your lessons. This is all part of you actually being considered present for virtual learning, okay? And make sure your first and last name appear on your Zoom. This will help your teachers when they're taking attendance. Please refer to the next 3 slides for how to change your name in Zoom if you don't already know how to do so. To change your name after entering a Zoom meeting, click on the Participants button at the top of the Zoom window. Next, hover your mouse over your name in the participants list on the right side of the Zoom window and click on Rename. If you guys just saw me wave, Mrs. Trimble just came back into the guidance office. So we're working hard in here. Next, you'll enter your name that you'd like to appear in the Zoom meeting and click on OK. So again, it's important that we can see your first and last name for attendance purposes. So if you have, when you sign into Zoom, if your name is iPad 1 or phone or you know, computer 1 or something along those lines, please change your name so that it reflects your first and last name. Helpful hints for students, parents, and guardians. Test your microphone and camera before your assigned class time. Make sure everything is working and you know how to sign in. If something is not working, please do not panic. Things you can troubleshoot are testing your network connection, checking for pop-up blockers, restarting your computer, or you can always call the guidance office and let us help you. We will do the best we can to help you with whatever problems you might be having. But it's just important to remember that we're all in this together, but we can't help you if we don't know what's going on. And we certainly don't want our students to be marked as absent if they're having technology issues. So just let us know, give us a call. Keep up with your classes and homework the same way you would if you were on campus 5 days a week. Remember that we are doing virtual learning this year, not crisis response. If you haven't already, enroll in the Remind app for updates from Mr. Cruikshank. This is really important because he will be sending out updates throughout the school year for things like, if we had to return to all virtual, which we hope that that's not going to happen, but if we did have to. Also, people think that because we're doing this hybrid schedule, we won't have snow days, but there is a chance that we could still have cancellations due to weather. So I would recommend that you enroll in the Remind app. Parents, guardians, I hope that you get comfortable with SchoolTool. Checking into SchoolTool regularly will help to ensure that your student is completing their assignments. You'll be able to see that on your end, so that will be very helpful. And reach out if you're struggling. Your counselors, myself, Mrs. Helmer, and the middle school counselor, Mrs. Peterson, are here to help you, and we want to support you in any way that we can, and that goes for our students and our parents, guardians, and community at large. We understand the unique challenges that the 2020-2021 academic year are presenting, but we want you to know that we're working hard to ensure that all of our students receive the love, attention, thoughtfulness, and education they deserve. We cannot wait to welcome you back to school starting September 8th, 2020. In the meantime, please feel free to reach out if you have any questions or concerns, and we will see you soon. And here I just have Mrs. Fetter, myself, Mr. Litt, and Mrs. Peterson, and our email address is on here. So these are the quickest ways for you to contact us if you need anything. Thank you so much, and I hope this gave you some helpful information to start the year.